Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 5th, 2020. This morning, we're going to talk about the importance of winning today. Just winning today. That's the most important thing you can do. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for being here and happy Tuesday to you. This morning, we got a topic that I think is going to be one that kind of strikes a nerve with everybody, right? Because I think we've all been in a place where we wanted to do more, we wanted to win more, we wanted to have a better day, we wanted to have a better week, or things just maybe weren't going your way for a period of time. I'm going to tell you how to fix that. I'm going to tell you how to create momentum. I'm going to tell you how to correct the course if the rudder seems to be steering you in the wrong direction. And it starts with just winning today, just winning one day. Right. And New Year's resolutions, right? We've been talking about New Year's, new goals, new me, all this stuff. It starts with just one day at a time, guys, just one day at a time. What are you going to do to win today? New Year's resolutions don't come true because people stop winning today. They stop focusing on that goal that they had today. And then today turns into tomorrow, turns into a week. And the next thing you know, you're part of the 92% of people that don't stick with and achieve their New Year's resolutions. So we're going to talk about that this morning. I want to say good morning to some folks. Jared Bird, good morning to you. Christina, good morning. Marvin, good morning, man. Look forward to talking with you later today. Tammy, good morning. Thank you for being here every morning. My girl Tammy is here from the West Coast at 4:30 a.m. I appreciate you. Sharon, good morning to you. Mark Farelli, good morning. Carla, Jake, Doug, and Dean, good morning to you guys, and thank you guys for being here. So I want to frame this up with some perspective this morning. So, when you look at the end of 2020, the results that you achieved in your year, they were not the result of what you did in the second quarter or that month that you look back that was great. It wasn't the result of that at all. It is actually the result of what you did consistently throughout the entire year. And I'll use this as an example. I was speaking with Scott Simons this morning on Clubhouse, on the Breakfast of Champions room over on Clubhouse. If you guys are on Clubhouse, make sure you check that out. Those guys are over there right now hanging out, answering questions for people. Some very successful people that are moderators and speakers over there that are taking people's questions live. And a question that I asked Scott Simons this morning. Scott was at one point in his life not nearly as healthy as he is now. And I asked him the question, what did it take to get there? And Scott told me that he was 265 pounds, very unhealthy, not eating right, not doing a lot of things that lined up with who he wanted to be. And so over a period of time, Scott started waking up at 4 a.m. He told me he rides a Peloton at 4 a.m. At 5:30, he goes to CrossFit. This is how he starts his day, right? And so I want to point that out to you guys because what happens over a period of time, Scott is now in the best shape of his life, right? 15 years ago, he was not as healthy as he is today, right? And as we age, we get healthier if we make better choices. So I just want to remind you guys that the results of 2020, what happened to you in 2020, if that was successful, if it was not so successful, if things didn't line up with what you wanted, it was the culmination of actions that you took consistently throughout the year. That's what creates your future. It's not what you do one day. It's not what you do for 1 month. It's what you do consistently throughout the year. It's the discipline that you are able to harness in your life that's going to create a new you in the new year. The more discipline that you are able to get in your life every single day, the better results that you will get. I believe 1000%. I've been through times in my life where I was extremely disciplined, and I've been through times in my life where I wasn't so disciplined. And here's what I'm going to tell you. The amount of discipline that you are able to harness in your own life is equal to the percentage of your potential that you are actually able to reach. If you are only 50% disciplined in your life, you are only able to see 50% of your potential. You will never see more than that, because there are things inside of you that will never be discovered if you are not able to implement discipline in your life. And that starts and ends, guys, with winning today. Just focusing on that one day, right? If you ever look at somebody, and Scott Simons is a great example of this in his health and fitness. You ever look at somebody and say, like, man, how did they do that? How did they? I think he said this morning that he lost 50 pounds over a period of time. So now he's, just over 200 pounds. He was 265. And he's in great shape, right? How does somebody do that? They do it by winning one day at a time, by waking up at 4 a.m., saying you're going to wake up at 4 a.m. and waking up at 4 a.m., getting on the Peloton at 4 a.m. when you say you're going to get on the Peloton at 4 a.m. as soon as you wake up. It starts with one day at a time. And I'm telling you guys, if you do not have exceptional discipline in your life, it is something that you absolutely have to work on. And if you are a leader in your family, in your business, in life in general, what kind of example are you setting for others if you lack that discipline, if you're not keeping the promises to yourself? It starts with today. What you do today absolutely matters. How you choose to live today matters. From your discipline to your eating habits, to your workout routine, to the thoughts that you allow yourself to have today, to the people that you forgive, you choose to forgive today, to the gratitude that you choose to live with. It all matters. What you do today matters. And so I see so many people with such big goals, but they're not exactly sure how to get there. And so this message this morning, if you've ever had that feeling like, man, how do I get there? How do I start chipping away at these things? I have these big goals and dreams in my life, but how do I actually get them? It starts with one day. It starts with doing what you say you're going to do for one day. And then it starts repeating itself, right? If you can do it 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, then for a week, for 2 weeks, and eventually in a few months, you will have a habit. You'll have a new lifestyle. Think about it. What you do today, the choices that you make today, and those choices that you make tomorrow, and those choices that you make the next day and the next day, what you do consistently is who you become. Think about it from both sides. If you choose to eat unhealthy food consistently over a period of time, it will not be a good result for you. You will become unhealthy. If you choose the right behaviors every day, if you choose to get organized, live your life with intention, do good for others, forgive people, live with gratitude, stay motivated, even in the face of adversity. When you do that consistently over a long period of time, man, it's hard to beat somebody like that, right? But it all starts with making the decision to do it for one day. Just one day. Whatever it is, everybody that's watching this, listening to it, watching the replay, everybody has something in their life that they want to change. Agreed? We can all agree on that. It starts with changing it today. That's it. Just one day. And at the end of the day, you're going to feel good about yourself. And then tomorrow morning, you remind yourself again. I've shared this multiple times, but I have all the goals that I have for 2021. They sit on the lock screen of my phone so that I look at that stuff every single day, every day. And so some of the goals that I have on there are not ones that they're ones that I've failed at before, right? They're ones that I have not stuck to, staying consistent with every single day. And so when I put them on my phone, when I have to look at them hundreds and hundreds of times a day, it makes me more likely to win today, to convince myself that it is critically important for me to do that today, for me to accomplish that task, for me to win this 1 week. Just 1 week. That's all it takes. One day turns into 1 week, turns into multiple weeks. I've seen a bunch of people in January here, beginning of the year, starting 75 Hard. That program changed my life. And I'll tell you why. So 75 days, you do something consistently. And here's what you know. You can gain weight back. You can fall down. You can not have those consistent behaviors stick in your life. But here's what you know when you are able to achieve something. Even if you fall backwards, you always know that you are capable of getting back to that point because you have already accomplished it once. Think about that. It starts with implementing that thing, achieving it once, knowing you can achieve it anytime that you want. That's it. It's that simple, guys. I don't want to complicate this message. I don't want to repeat it over and over and over again. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it short and sweet and to the point. Whatever it is that you are looking to do in 2021, that New Year's resolution, the most important one to you, whatever that is, maybe that's you want to love your spouse more. You want to make them feel more special. Maybe it's something health and fitness related. Maybe it's something in business. Maybe it's a huge goal. You want to take a big step in your life this year. Whatever that is, figure out what it is that you need to do, the action you need to take to make that happen, and do that action today. Complete it. Check it off the list. Write it down somewhere and check it off the list. And here's what I'll tell you what I do is my planner on Sunday nights. I literally write out the entire week and I have a to-do list every single day. And whatever it is that I want to accomplish that's really critically important to me is at the top of that to-do list. It is on the critical task list that I have every single day. And I write it out for the whole week before I start the week. So that thing is staring me in the face. It's on the lock screen of my phone. It's on the planner that sits on my desk every day. It's everywhere that I look. It's right in front of me. And so if I can win just that one thing, if I can check that off and win today, and then I can do that again tomorrow, and I can repeat that action, it becomes a behavior in my life. It becomes a habit. I want you to think about it from this perspective. It is so easy for us to form bad habits. It is just as easy for you to form good ones. It's a choice you make. It's living your life with intention, making the choice to be better today than you were yesterday. It is literally that simple. It's making a choice and keeping a promise to yourself. So I ask you to do this today. Think about that one thing. What is that one thing that you want to change? And just do that one thing today. And after you do that one thing today, send me a message. If you're listening to this or you're watching it live, send me a DM and say, hey, man, this is the one thing that I did today. And I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to congratulate you for doing that one thing. And we're both going to know that you did that one thing. And then tomorrow, we're both going to know that you did it again. And in a year from now, in January of 2022, we're going to look back and say, like, look at that, man. You changed your life. In that one day, you made a decision. And it changed the entire year. It changed a habit in your life that maybe a lot of times you fell down and didn't succeed at implementing. But it is as simple as you just doing it one time, just today, and then doing it again tomorrow, doing it again tomorrow. When you listen to professional athletes and they get asked about things that are coming in the season, right? What about this? What about the playoffs? What about this team that is coming up playing? What do they say? Man, we're just focused on this one game. We're focused on beating this team. That's all you need to do. You need to be focused on achieving that one thing just today. and then play tomorrow's game tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And the next thing you know, man, you'll have all kinds of different incredible habits in your life. And that, friends, is what changes your life. What you do today matters. What you do every day with consistency is who you actually become. If that is negative actions, you're going to become a more negative person. If that is positive actions, if it's things that make a positive impact on your life and other people's lives, and you do that consistently, man, you're gonna live an incredible life. And it's going to get better and better and better and better. And I say this to you guys from my own experience. I am far from where I want to be. But man, if I look back on my life over the last couple of years, last handful of years, it has been incredible, the changes that have been made in my life in every aspect. And this is how I did it. One day at a time. One day with intention. That's it. One day. Just write it down and achieve it. Write it down and achieve it. Write it down and do it. Write it down. Keep the promise to myself. And I share that with other people. I share those things that I want to do, that I want to accomplish. In fact, this morning on our team call for the pavement group, we're going to go through what are our goals? What are we going to do individually? And then what is our team goal? And how are we going to accomplish that? We're going to break it down to what we need to do every single day to make it happen. It's much easier than you think if you stop making excuses and you just keep the promises to yourself and focus on one day at a time. I hope this message was helpful this morning, guys. I hope that it struck a nerve with some of you. I hope that some of you are thinking, man, he must be talking to me, because I probably am talking to you. If you are a person that has more inside of you than what you're achieving right now, I'm talking to you, and we all have it. So I'm talking to all of you. What is it that you're going to do today? Send me a message. I mean that. Send me a message with what it is you want to change, what it is you want to achieve, how you want your life to be different in 2021, and I will help you. I will encourage you. I will hold you accountable. I'll keep you honest when you're not doing what you say you're going to do. That's what we're all here for, to help and serve other people and to do it together. It's a lot of fun, man, when you achieve together. There's a lot of people on this stream, man, that I talk to on a regular basis, and watching people win, watching people live better lives personally, spiritually, professionally, man, it's the most rewarding thing that we could possibly have in our lives to do, is to be able to pay it forward to other people, to be able to help other people get where they want to get in their life. And when you do that, and you can be a small part of somebody else's journey, man, it is so exceptionally rewarding. And I want to be there for you guys. So if you send me a message, I will be there for you. I'll say a prayer for you. I will be your biggest cheerleader. I'll be your biggest supporter, and I will be your accountability partner when you need it. So I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Wishing you a great rest of the week. I will see you guys again, as usual, 7:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. Same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.